My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Dicey Dungeons. We're going to be doing the fourth episode, rather, for the robot. That is the elimination round. You've got your usual equipment, usual health, everything. It's a shame all your enemies have extra health and upgraded equipments. So the enemies have 10% extra health and all enemy equipment is upgraded. So this is effectively just going to be like real hard mode. So hopefully we've learned something with our experiences with the robot so far. Give me a 0. Give me a 1. What does that spell? Encroaching doom and endless regret. Alright. Definitely go for the Space Marine first. The Space Marine is going to have the upgraded equipment that's only 15 in order to charge it, so you could actually charge it on turn 1 and turn 2. Please don't. Okay. So I can deal 4 this turn. Either way. Let's go for 5 then. It's 4 if I do it in that way, because this is a ray gun, so it's a minimum of 3, not a maximum of 3. And it's 4 if I ignore both of the ones and just put the 4 into the plasma. Sorry, I only say plasma because I just saw it in blind. Oh no, I did say plasma because it was the correct one. Never mind. And we killed the Space Marine without taking a single hit. Neat. Healing crystal. That's not going to be particularly helpful. We're going to need like some core strategy that starts going off, I think, pretty dang soon. Put that in plasma. Dang. Couldn't have known I was going to get a better result for it. Oh, okay, so they're just not limited. It's fine. The slime usually rolls well enough on turn 1 to use both anyway. Okay, there we go. Good. Please give me equipment or something. No, 2 extra CPU. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so we're back to the mechanic of the robot actually using CPU. Fine. I forgot that that's actually what we get on the level ups now. Dryad or Baby Squid Sneezy? Sneezy is really hard when their equipment is upgraded, so I think I go Dryad and the Baby Squid first. So I get the level up before I hit Sneezy, as well as this chest. Go for the Dryad first, too. Alright. So the Dryad's upgraded equipment is the Venus Flytrap restores an extra HP, and the Poison Slingshot is 3 cheaper. Yeah. It's not great, but it could be worse. I'm getting a lot of very lucky jackpots. Oh, come on. Actually, never mind. No, it's fine. As long as the enemy doesn't get the Poison Slingshot off that turn. I thought they were gonna do only 4 damage to me and not heal, so they could get the poison off. They didn't. I'm totally okay with that. Plasma Blaster. I guess I will auto roll. Getting the 3. Yeah. Only makes sense because I am going to take a pretty significant amount of damage exiting this fight. But it should ideally... Oh god, really? Oh. Can I not constantly get 1s and 2s? It is amazing how this is happening. Oh, they're just not useful. 2 and... fine, I'll auto roll. I have to lucky shot. Dang it. I didn't want to take another turn's worth of damage though. I was hoping I was going to have the upgrade going into this Baby Squid fight. Unfortunately, no. Midnight Charm, as well as a small shield and force field. Oh, you're here just in time. I was about to unveil our new cheese counter. Care for a sample? It's unbelievable. Go for the small shield or the Midnight Charm here. Midnight Charm is pretty garbage as its character, but when it's upgraded, it's pretty great. Force Field, add 1 shield, add an extra each roll. That's, you know, that's playing chicken. Do I want to play chicken though? Because maybe that's the way we go with it. Let's go fight the baby squid after we pick up the HP, because we know we're healing up after the baby squid anyway. You only have to use an odd, and you can reuse that to blind to me multiple times, and evens are reusable, but it just does +1 damage. Okay, so basically the enemy is going to have useful stuff no matter what. So it can't be like they roll 2 odds, or, you know, don't roll the... what is it usually for Ink Splat? Because they can fail to qualify Ink Splat and Headbutt in the same turn, and that's usually where you want to be sitting. That's never going to happen here for us, unfortunately. Great. 3 and a 3 is great. I'll throw that into the healing crystal just in case I bust here. 1? Dang. Ouch. I mean, I auto roll right now. There's no reason not to, I guess. So the enemy can do a maximum of 14 damage next turn. They can only use odds, and they roll 2 die. So they can only use odds, they roll 2 die. Sorry, they can only use evens to damage me, and they roll 2 die. Do I die if they roll a 6 and a 4 as well? 6 and a 4 is 10 and 12. So yeah, I do. I die to that as well. If I hit only this 1 HP in that healing crystal, then I'm safe to everything except for the enemy's 1 in 36 to roll 2 6s next turn. I have to. I hate this is a 6. It costs so much and did so little. Wait, wrong ones. That has to go there, that's go there, and then lucky shot. If I regenerate, I can save myself against the 1 in 36, but I think I need the lucky shot and to just deal damage. So I'm taking the 1 in 36 risk. Fine. Well, didn't really have too much choice over how that one played out at the end. Thankfully, I am still going to heal up. There we go. Bye, baby squid. Okay, so life is already difficult. Buster Sword Ultima Weapon. I haven't got any manipulation for hitting the jackpot yet, so I have to take the Buster Sword. There's no... I can't justify the Ultima Weapon. That said, so... Force Field. Does Force Field make sense now? I don't know. I still don't know. Go fight Sneezy. Garbage rolls here. Alright, 5. God, again. Very little I can do there. So you can see the enemy has the ability to split into 1s, and then you get an extra 1 from the sneeze, and then the sharp spikes deal 2 extra damage per. The spikes outside of that deal 1 extra damage per. It's harsh. Oh my god, really? I'm still technically alive. I'm as surprised as you are by it. Okay. I'm gonna auto roll because then I should be able to regenerate. Yeah. Regenerate and healing crystal, Buster Sword, ray gun for the kill. as much HP as I can have going out of that. Unfortunately, I had to give up the limit break to get it, but yeah. Shop gives us a mechanical arm, do 1 damage, add +1 each roll, take the HP. Yeah, okay, I think I'm doing the pivot with the force field now. Alright. So the idea is what? The idea is that force field and mechanical arm build up, so I need the ability to roll as many times as I can. So things that allow me to reduce the amount of loading in my CPU is going to be really, really useful, because then I can roll more times. I think Plasma Blaster is probably less useful than the mechanical arm right now, and less useful than Healing Crystal for the possibility it saves me in the next combat. Again, I would really love the feature just to see what this is upgraded without actually having to get to an upgrade location in order to check it. Ooh, actually. I think I should be able to kill this wizard without healing. A handyman into a vacuum with no healing in between. Oh, actually, never mind. If I kill that handyman, I heal back up before the vacuum anyway. Never mind, so I heal here. Alright, wizard. One roll. I mean, 4 shields, 4 damage. Oh, I could have gotten just a little bit further out of it. Throw that into the healing crystal. Oh, good Buster Sword at the very end there as well. Yikes. Yeah. So the enemy now just has choices. And some of the enemy's equipment is better, right? So the Freeze Spell, Flame Spell, and Thunder Spell all just straight up upgrade. Poison Spell too. The Teleport Spell and Hall of Mirrors, however, just upgrade to be less picky. God dang it. 6s are obviously the thing that you really desperately don't want to roll. Had to figure it was going down that way. It's totally fine that you do that because you're dead this turn. Oh, come on. You were probably dead. Yeah, never mind. You are dead this turn. Yeah. Let's go straight forward. No need to mess around. As well as the Fury is almost charged anyway, so messing around couldn't have even got us that much better. Bump Blade. Do 1 damage and get a new dice of plus value. Take that over the healing crystal right now. Get new dice. So if you're wondering what my obsession with get new dice affecting the things that say add +1 each roll is, it's that when I played this before the official release on Steam, right, just to check it out, see if it's something that I wanted to do, it did work like that. Or at least one of them worked like that. I don't remember which. Yeah, so it's not incrementing them here. Neat, that makes sense. Damn, could have got an extra roll out of it. Not only could I have gotten an extra roll out of it, but then Jackpot allows you to roll 1 more as well. So hitting Jackpot is really effective in this build as well. Although maybe auto roll is only, like, the only real way that I'm actually going to be able to achieve that. I'm going to go for the lucky shot. This is a race. Good. So, straight up auto roll. Roll 1 more. Let's bump that on the bump blade, and then actually that's lethal. Hell yeah, handyman down. Take my heal immediately thereafter as well. So I don't remember anything about the vacuum. I think I've bought it just once before, so hopefully its equipment isn't completely back-breaking to us yet. Dust Cloud. Do damage and blind 2 dice, and it has Bloodsuck that's unlimited and just drains an amount of health. That's pretty rough. Blinding 2 dice is pretty rough as well. Okay. Even odds. Now, I think I bump blade this, throw that in the ray gun, then I roll for the possibility of getting a 6, then I put the Buster. Right. Yeah, the Buster should always be used. Always? I feel like it's probably the case that the Buster should always be used after everything else. Like after the overload has actually occurred. Okay, so I probably have rolled pretty high so far. So my next roll, if I can, I try and put it in the force field. I can't guarantee that. I'm going to bump blade it and then put it in the force field. Just try and get myself more defense. Yeah, I'm locked out. Then Buster Sword at the end of the turn. Good. All right, I feel pretty pleased about how I handled the end of that turn. Could have been a lot worse. Okay, that's important to know. So the enemy tried to steal 6 HP from me when I had some block. They didn't seem to get any HP for the damage that was dealt to my block. So draining HP deals damage to you, but any of the unblocked attack damage dealt is what is drained. Okay, not a 3 on more. So, let's have a look at the upgrade, I think. Ray gun does 4 damage. Yeah, kind of garbage. No limitation, no limitation. Yeah, those no limitations don't matter, because obviously if I'm rolling enough times for Mechanical Arm and Force Field to be useful, then I'm probably getting a lot of die that could be used for them. Bump Blade has 2 usages. That gives me the ability to fix die for the Force Field and the Mechanical Arm. So I could upgrade both of those or just one Bump Blade and also get an extra damage out of that. There's also the Buster Sword that gets the 2 extra damage. Let's have a look at the backpack. Reduce poison by 1, maximum of 4, as well as a Plasma Blaster unlimited. Check the shop. That's another ray gun. Is that useful? Why would I have 2 ray guns in the same build? 3 uses this turn, 3 uses this turn on each of them. A minimum of 3 to input, right? So I have to roll 9. Like, in order to get full usage out of them, I would have to have 18 CPU at least and perfect rolls. All right. Yeah, let's not do that one. Short Circuit. Roll any 4 die to activate. Do damage and then add a random status. So, obviously, we're already intending to roll many die in a single turn. So, that it's good for that. It's good for the sake of the Mechanical Arm and Force Field builds. But the thing is, what do I take out for it? Like, do I take out a ray gun? Yes. Yeah. It's important to note that Short Circuit, despite the fact that it was taller than the other stuff, is actually half size. It just has text under it as well, so it looks like it's full-sized. So Short Circuit probably upgrades to, yeah, just remove its limitation. But I roll 4 die in a turn. I do kind of roll 4 in a turn easily, though. So it's 2 extra damage in a turn every single turn with the Buster Sword upgrade. Is damage the most important thing? Let's think about it like this, right? One of my die has to go into the Mechanical Arm, one of them has to go into the Force Field. Oftentimes, most often in fact, that's a 2 and a 3 that are dedicated in there. So we have 2 die used, and we have a 5, right? 5 in total that's being used out of my CPU. So I have an 8 remaining, right? I roll 2 more times. One of those has to be a high number, and the other one has to be low. So like a 6 and a 2, or a 5 and a 3, 4 and 3. So yeah, basically like half of the rolls, I think. just under half, maybe about a third, leave us with a really, really bad value for short circuit, or we overload. But that gets mitigated as we level up. All right, I think I have to go for the boss's sword. It's just the 2 extra damage. Every single turn? That's pretty impactful. Sorceress, Crystallina, and Kraken. Yikes. Yeah, just has to be the Sorceress first. But Crystallina and Kraken in a row could actually just break the back of the run entirely. Especially with upgraded equipment. So the Sorceress has upgraded equipment here. Do 1 damage, get a new dice. Do 3, and both those are unlimited, but they're even. Oh, no, wait, they are all limited. Hang on. The enemy's stuff is not upgraded. What happened? That goes for the Buster. Dang it. Our stuff is like too high value. Unfortunately, I can't bump blade in order to get a 1 back. That would be so useful right now. Maybe I use mechanical arm right now. Is 3 damage worth the ability to possibly roll and get something that lets me use mechanical arm and force field? Well, but I'm rolling after that anyway. So yeah. Do I want the block from force field or the mechanical arm? Well, I'm at the start of my levels, so I think I actually need the block from force field more. Alright, cool. We do get locked out. Lost the sword. Yeah, that's really bad. Alright, so the enemy is... Ooh, never mind. Haha, they decided not to be able to electrically shock me here. Well, short circuit is locked, but that's fine, because... Yeah, unless we roll really well, we don't need short circuit. Okay. Odds, even, bump, and then Buster. Did actually manage to roll that at the very end as well. Wild. That means short circuit is useful right now. You're getting a random status. Shock? Could be useful. I mean, it wasn't, but it could have been, theoretically. That was still a pretty good turn for us, though, overall. Oh, 8, 1. Never mind. I counted wrong, clearly. So I didn't just do the 4 damage at the end there because I felt like it's going to take me an extra turn to kill the enemy, and I'm probably killing him this turn anyway. So I might as well risk it on the roll to see if I win. Beautiful. Yeah, that was way too much HP that I lost in that fight, but at the very least I do have the Fury going to the next one. Counterspell. If the enemy rolls a number, that dice is locked. It depends. That shouldn't matter against Crystallina, but against the Kraken, I can prevent you from cursing any of my equipment. And my equipment is pretty important that you don't curse. Like, other than the bump blade, it's pretty important these things not be cursed. So I guess I would actually take the bump blade out of my build in order to put Counterspell into it, and then Counterspell would effectively just be used for 4s and 6s. Okay. Crystallina time. Auto roll on turn 1. Fine. Roll 1 more die in order to get extra effects as well. Odds, even. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Maximum of 5, and then a 6 and a 6. That is the most impactful turn I can have. We even locked an enemy die. Wild. Oh, that's good. So the enemy could get 2 crystallizers done here. They've chosen to go for a random blessing, gaining 4 shields. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, this one's not great. We go for the Buster Sword, Bump Blade, Force Field. Oh, never mind. Works out in the end. I'm actually also going to go one more roll. That activates the Short Circuit, and then I can go for that and a Mechanical Arm. Hell yes. Yeah, okay. This build, just because of the size of the Mechanical Arm as well as the Force Field, doesn't seem like it's going to be able to fit in the size of the doesn't seem like it's going to be able to fit into its own build the modifiers that make it easier to hit jackpot. I can't remember the names of any of the pieces of equipment at the moment. Cheat code? I think cheat code is one of them, but that's for an extra result at the end. Yeah. The ones that allow you more easily to hit jackpot probably aren't useful just so that you can get an extra roll off the jackpot for the sake of the Mechanical Arm and Force Field is what I'm effectively saying here. But having Mechanical Arm, Force Field, Buster Sword, and then maybe the final two being, you know, reduce your current loading by whatever you put in. Those kinds of things would be really useful. And they would help us pseudo-manipulate to try and get to that jackpot, but obviously they would be mainly for building up the Mechanical Arm and the Force Field. I also do just want to go heavy into the Mechanical Arm and Force Field build just to see if it works. Oh god, that's really bad. Way too many sixes. Yeah, I just want to see if that's a real build. Oh, dodge. Okay, gotta keep that in mind. Enemy is dodging my first attack. So I should definitely Bump Blade. No. Wait, do 1 damage, get 1 die. Yeah, so if I Bump Blade, I think I lose the die because the enemy is dodging. So they avoid the next attack, but I don't get the die back. That's the thing that I have complained about before, and I will complain about again in the future. And I don't know if I'm ever gonna stop complaining. Full stop. Ooh, neat. Neat little pull there at the very end. We're actually probably going to be able to get out of this fight without taking any damage. It's also really helpful that the random crystal weapons the enemy has constantly gotten here have been very pacifist-based weapons. Yeah, the enemy is incapable of dealing damage to me at this point. So if I had the ability to heal at all... Hang on, I do have the ability to heal. If I wanted to, I could stall this fight until I jackpot enough times in order to full heal before I leave the combat. I'm not going to, mind, because that sounds grueling and awful. However, that is possible. It's like, how are they going to damage me? Well, I guess... Power Blessing? But a random blessing? No. Yeah, there's no way that can damage me. Peace. I should have at least tried to roll to the jackpot that turn, because the Buster Sword still would have been available afterwards. If I die by 3 HP, I'm going to be so mad. But I just didn't want to farm there for a billion years. Oh, stop rolling all the good die. They're too good. Dang it. Yeah, that's a rough opening turn for us. Oh, also, yeah, by the way, the enemy has upgraded equipment, so their upgraded equipment means that I couldn't have just locked the 4. Deep Sea Howler's even. Overwhelm is also reusable rather than 3 uses in a single turn. Like, this enemy is real terrifying right now. Hope that's higher than whatever the other one was. Sadly couldn't have known. Yeah, the enemy is going to be blinding and cursing me every single turn. We're dead. I don't know if this build has the ability to deal with the fact that I just can't see at all what I'm rolling. Yeah, Yeah, I was about to say, I might have just rolled over the limit. I wouldn't know. It's not super likely that I roll over the limit with just 3 die, but like roll a 6 and a 6 at the very start. You're probably gonna do it. Okay. 5 or less, that's a 6. Great. So I know that goes into the Buster Sword at the end of the turn. I'm just gonna put that there. Okay, I'm gonna increment that and then put it in the mechanical arm. Fine. Uh-oh. That's a... Ooh, okay, so you decided to curse me rather than just go all into the overwhelm. I'm not certain I would have done that, but yeah, dealer's choice, I guess. Yeah, that sounded like I rolled a 1. Can I tell by sound here? So is this high and this low? It's high. That's wild as hell. You can hear. Hang on. I'm gonna try it again in the next... Oh god, don't kill... You can kill me, can't you? It's just overwhelm. Yeah, it's just overwhelm. Why? Why am I alive? So that sounds... I'm gonna say that's a 3. I'm gonna say that's a 2. No, it's a 1. Yeah, I could have failed after the auto roll, so I just have to... I could have failed if I didn't auto roll, rather. I was winnowing with giant arms, the slumber green, and you interrupt me for yet another fight? Yeah, and actually, I kind of rocked it, bud. Heatsink increment. Okay, so here we can see the things that I was talking about before, the ability to manipulate my board state. So heatsink is obviously really good because if I roll a 6, I just put it immediately back in there, refund it, and start rolling lower ones again. So yeah, heatsink is 100% what we take there. You are offering to trade the juggling ball and short circuit. Deal 3 damage, get a new dice. I hope this works. I hope this works out for y'all. But like they say, you should never go into business with your dungeons or friends. Sorry, you should never go into business or dungeons with your friends. Juggling ball over the short circuit. Get a new dice is the same text that Bumpblade has, and that's not incrementing the other things anyway. And in fact, I'm cutting Bumpblade in order to put in the heatsink. So why would I then go and take something that is a worse Bumpblade for us? The trick there is that I wouldn't. Do I have any burning equipment that I want to equip? No. So it's just whether or not I had anything that I would use to burn the Wicker Man in order to play around their innates. I'll put that 4 in the heatsink. Great. So odd, even, and then busted. Yes. Good roll, enemy. Good roll. I'm hoping to roll a 6 and put it in the heatsink. It's beautiful. Just love rolling a 6 for the heatsink. Oh, it's so effective. Let's go 5 in here. We'll put that even in. Calculate. Oh, get the odd. Lovely. Calculate again just in case we got higher. Beautiful. Okay, the Wicker Man fight is actually going to be pretty easy for us, especially if you roll like that. Ooh, buddy. Not even chewing through my shield yet. one of those in there. Yeah, just be a little bit cautious about it. I already have shield, and what's the enemy doing next turn? Probably doing enough damage in order to actually hit through my shield. So I can deal 10 this turn maximum, but I also probably kill the enemy next turn no matter what. So I'm just going to regenerate rather than deal the damage. That frozen is really helpful. Am I okay with taking damage in order to end this fight? No. Not at all. And didn't even have to. Maybe I'll weave myself some longer legs? It's great to be made of wicker, you should try it. Snip out. Alright. Pieces of equipment for upgrade. No. Spanner to combine dice or a chocolate cookie. Combining dice and chocolate cookie. Are either of those useful? Combining dice. Is combining dice useful for me? No. Is chocolate cookie useful for me? Also not really. Damn. Fixed payout, use an additional jackpot ability. Okay, so we'll take that. Fixed payout. Oh, is that better than a short circuit for us? So it only requires an even. But it's an extra activation. Yeah. It's better than short circuit. Short circuit a lot of the time is worse than 5 damage, and fixed payout is going to be at least 5 damage. And of course, fixed payout when upgraded is the 5 damage, 3 heal, as well as reroll. All of those being things that are quite useful for our builds. So we're quite likely to upgrade that. But also, let's consider what the upgrades we know are for the other things. Heatsink, reduce CPU counter by that amount. I think this becomes reusable, maybe? If it does, then that's definitely my upgrade. Force field was just plus. It removes limitation, removes limitation. Neither of those are important. So it's just heatsinks and fixed payout that we're comparing now. That worked out. Let's use an additional one so that I can roll an extra die. Oh my god. I was waiting for a 6 to reduce the heatsink counter so that I could go for all the rest of it, but oh my god, it's worked out perfectly. Straight for the damage. Even leaves me the auto roll for the next turn. Perfect. This enemy doesn't look any upgraded. What happened? Why are the enemy's equipment, why is the enemy's stuff no longer upgraded? Maybe these things are unique. Like these don't appear to show up in my runs, so I suppose these are unique to only that enemy, so maybe they don't have upgrades? Seems kind of unlikely though. Cool, just auto roll out the end there. That's 1 even for an extra roll, as well as some damage. So the 4 definitely goes here. 2 goes here, 4 goes here. It's just whether or not I regenerate or Lucky Shot. I think it's regenerate. I think I kill the enemy naturally next turn anyway. Oh, wait, I heal up after this. No, I don't heal up after this. Never mind. I was wrong. I was wrong and dumb. Immediately get it back. Lovely. It's a good finisher though. Sweet. So Warlock. What was Warlock again? Because I need to know if I have to slot in counter here. The Warlock was Confuse. Oh, wow. Hang on. I have to remove at least fixed payout from the build. Because, like, force fields, I'm going to know which that is. I'm going to know which the Buster Sword is easily because it's got the 2 on it, right? Heat sinks and mechanical arm, that's a little hard. That's going to be a problem. In fact, maybe I want to take the heat sink out of the build for that reason. Short circuit obviously is unique, like it won't be able to be used for the start, so easy to see. And then I could put a counterspell in there as well, or I could put a bump blade. Both of those are unique. Maximum of 5 or a normal entry on a small. Either of those will be unique enough to be seen. Counterspell doesn't feel correct. Right. Let's have a look at the enemy's equipment. I hope it's not correct. Yeah, counterspell wouldn't have done anything. Well, okay, it would have occasionally locked one of their die, but nothing ridiculously useful for us. Like, it doesn't just straight up prevent one of their abilities, that is. Oh god. Yeah, this is tough stuff. Guess we're not confused yet. I think you just go for the damage while the next roll. So the extra roll is a point of shield as well as a... Actually, let's think about it like that. What is the extra roll? What does it actually present to us? It's an extra shield. It's an extra damage. And it's whatever I get out of that extra card as well, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this spits 1 back to me anyway. So what I'm saying is rolling that extra die is probably not actually going to provide us value. We just bump blade a 5. 1 goes in force fields. 5 goes in the Buster, and then a 4 and a 4 to each of the others. So yeah, the extra die doesn't even have anywhere to go. Lucky shot. I think I'll short circuit first, just in case it's relevant. Oh, locked 1. Nice. Oh, I mean, that saved me what? 2 damage? But you can see here, the confusion is not affecting me in the same way. Also, the enemy weakened me as well, so these are different. Damn, I'm not actually going to know what their texts are. Maximum 3. Oh, that's the bump blade. So this is currently only 2 damage, so I could put that in there, or I could roll again, hoping that I get... Well, I mean, I'm only missing out on 1 damage, though. Fine. Yeah, I should have socketed that 1 somewhere. Wouldn't have... Like, I guess I could have used it in the bump blade, and then... That's it. Still should have. Right. Keep rolling. So, enemy doesn't have dodge or anything like that. Ooh, that's great. I'm gonna go for the 1 more roll here, which gives me access to this 6, this 6. Oh, the curse. I have 2 triggers of curse on me? When did that happen? Yikes. I was certain I had the enemy dead. Absolutely dead right there. Good rolls. And you double froze my die as well. How dare you? That's actually really good for us, by the way. Because then the first 2 only cost us 1. It's like our whole build. Like our whole plan. Fully realized for us by the enemy. So the final enemy that we have is the Paper Knight, right? No, it's the Cowboy. Have a look at the upgrades. It is... Wait a sec. Backpack first. Up to... Reduce CPU counter by 7, no matter what you put in. That's ridiculous. Put a 2 in. Fixed payout is all... Yeah, no. Heat sink's too important. You can't avoid that. Heat sink goes back in the build. Short circuit goes back out. And then fixed payout goes back in. Is there anything that I need to know for the cowboy? You're the 6 shooter, right? Are you? Let's have a look. I think... Yeah, you are the 6 shooter. Cool. So, I should have taken counter and then just locked 6s. Would have completely countered the entire enemy. Whole enemy fully counted. Damn it. Really wish I had done that. I mean, I guess I don't need to put anything into fixed payout unless I'm already on jackpot, right? Because it doesn't disappear. Oh my god. Alright, you're gonna need to slow down. We're definitely gonna be auto-rolling next turn. Additional jackpot abilities so that I can one more roll as well as lucky shot. Odd, maximum, and even. Okay, good. Oh my god. Oh, rolling a natural 6 as well as the other 2 having the ability to trigger the midnight is real rough. Ooh, it hurts. Beautiful. Okay, yeah. So now I need to keep in mind, the cowboy is definitely the one with the 6 shooter. Cowboy is definitely the one with the 6 shooter. I thought for some reason it was possible they had claws instead. I don't know what I was thinking of. Yeah. Let's go straight into the boss fight. Robot versus Aoife. I don't know anything about Aoife's equipment in, like, particular. Like, I will have to fight her enough times that I just straight up remember it. I'm not going to remember it on first blush. What fight's in? I couldn't. I'm stuffed. Okay, just one more. Those bad rolls. Oh, what? That was awful. I didn't commit either of the 5s there because I was like, there's no way that I'm about to roll a 6. Oh, there we go. Let's get the... I can't go for the additional jackpot ability unless I want a 50-50 getting the one more... I'm going to 50-50 getting the one more roll to actually get me an even. Dang it, didn't get me an even. Not getting me an even means I can't use the mechanical arm there, by the way, as well. Which is the big problem. God. Oh, that tower shield is so good! And you're rolling really well as well, Aoife. You just stop doing that constantly, please. Much appreciated. Take my odd. I'll cash the mechanical arm as well. Well, now I have... Wait, hang on. If I roll one more die and then I put it in the fixed payout, I don't think the jackpot actually comes back. I've seen that not happen before. So I think I just go for the lucky shot. Enemy keeps rolling 2 big die and 1 even, and that's all they need. If they do that every turn, I can never win. So, lay off, please. Again, no evens. Game. I know I'm investing an even myself, but that's a lot of odds. I have to regenerate. No, I should have damaged the... I'm dead this turn. I was... Like, obviously, I would have liked if I got the mechanical arm off a couple more times in this combat because we wouldn't have rolled constantly so bad. But I don't know if that actually would have even changed anything. Amazing. I needed to roll just an even so that I could reduce with the heatsink, but now the heatsink is entirely useless. Yeah, and again, I'm incapable of using the mechanical arm. Yeah, this is... This just became a joke when the enemy on the first 2 turns was like, I'm just gonna tower shield you into oblivion. Ugh. Real rough stuff there, Aoife. Real rough stuff. For the moment, my name has been Dicey Dungeons. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Ugh. That was so hard. And hopefully we'll see you next time.